Good morning, my lovelies. It is, what day is it today? Come on, Han. Oh, it's the 30th. As you can see, I'm wearing my bare sleep tee that I did the other day. I did a quick half hour of editing this morning and then, oh, it kind of matches. I have washed my face, I went and made myself a coffee. I kind of semi-spilt some of it and this has been going in the dishwasher, which is my bad because it like has been rubbing the thingy off. So as this girl runs on coffee, which she does. Now I've prepped my skin and everything, I'm just going to leave this to sort of sink in, go do my little morning walk, probably do a little yoga, and yeah. Oh, if you are looking for yoga things, my lovely internet friend Helen, hello if you're watching, good morning, she has loads, she has loads and loads and loads of yoga videos, breathing videos, like all different lengths, like morning flow, beginner stuff, more sort of calming yoga, like more meditative stuff, things specifically for if you have neck problems from being at a desk, like back issue ones. She's got a video for every single one of your potential problems or needs or wants in this moment, and I've been using her videos a lot, like either in the early evening before I go shower and stuff, just to like calm me down with my salt lamp on and things, or in the morning to like do some breathing in the morning, or just to get my body moving a little bit. I suffer with sciatica, I have disc issues, I have done since I was about 21. Through no accident or anything, but like just years of modelling, because we often have to like pop our hips out and get into weird positions, and I wear a lot of heels all the time. All of these things have sort of weakened my core and forced my you know, all of the pressure to kind of be held in my lumbar spine, which is why I have all of those kinds of problems now. So just retraining and like maintaining my own personal injuries as well has been really, really helpful. So go check her out. She's also really lovely. She often comments on my videos, so I'm going to leave her channel down here. She's just a very calm, lovely, nice human as well. I just get really good vibes. Like I don't feel like I'm being judged. I feel like I'm getting like gentle corrections, but like nothing that makes me feel weird. And she's just very clear and nice, and just like, it's just a happy, nice, chill environment. She's got a very calming, friendly, soothing voice as well. So I'm going to do one of those first, go off for my walk, and then I'll show you what happened for breakfast and stuff. It was so weird being out of the house with my camera. I just needed to get out today though, otherwise I'm going to drive myself insane. So muddy, guys. Thank God I wore my wellies. Hello, we're in my kitchen. I thought I'd just show you the easiest way that I like to make tomato soup. Now I do like the Heinz one, but it has quite a lot of sugar in it, and also it actually contains milk powder. So if you're trying to be 100% plant-based like me, I have cheated over Christmas, and I do make exceptions for like dairy when I'm traveling and things. I have the odd bit of cheese basically when I'm at home, but mostly I have my plant-based alternatives and like use the Violife stuff and things. So I'm going to be making my own quick, easy version of tomato soup. You want to start off with a glug of like good olive oil over a medium-high heat. I'm using this brand. Just got a pan, and I'm going to put, I'm actually going to turn this down a little bit. I've had it heating for a little bit, and then I'm going to put a good glug of this in. This will make me probably like 3 servings or something. And then I'm going to get a decent can of chopped tomatoes. You can use like plum tomatoes that you can break up with your hands, or you can use like just these cherry ones. I'm just going to like flip the can up with a spoon, because if you've got fake nails on, you don't want to break them. Then I'm going to chuck in the whole can of this. And then what I like to do is fill the can up with water, just like boiling water. We've got one of those hot water taps. Then I like to take like half of one of these. These are just the like garden vegetable stock cubes. And then I give this a little stir. It just saves on like mugs and stuff. I'm then going to pour my stock. A tablespoon and a half of tomato puree. I'm going to add some garlic. Fresh garlic is always best if you've got the paste, or if you want to make a really fancy soup. Another option is to just roast some garlic and have that on hand, so you can add that into your soup. Roasted garlic always tastes a little bit sweeter and is much nicer in cooking, I find. Then I'm going to go in with some black pepper. I also like to add a dash of oat cream or something similar. And then my secret ingredient, I like to add a teeny bit of balsamic glaze as well. Like maybe a teaspoon, just under a teaspoon. You can also add a little bit of herbs. I've got the mixed herbs, just easy dried ones, basil, rosemary, thyme, all of that kind of stuff will work. If you've got like an Italian blend of some kind, that would be really nice. And then I'm just going to leave this to simmer for about 20 minutes on a medium heat, just so that it starts to thicken up. You can always add a little bit more water or turn the heat down if you feel like it's getting too thick too quickly. So while this soup is going, I'm actually going to drink the cold tea that I started before I left. I think I might put a little bit of makeup on later, but it's already like 2 o'clock or something, and I've gone outside already with nothing on. And it's nice to sometimes have a bit of a break. Like this mark isn't actually a mark, it's where I used my spray on tan and it like globbed on me. So some of this weird patchiness is it's actually tan, because my skin is actually better, but like some of these look like freckles, but they're actually tan. If you don't like tomato soup and you want to turn it into something a little bit heavier, like you're not going to dip bread in it or do any of that kind of stuff, then I suggest turning it into some kind of really smoky stew. So you can add a load of roasted veg to this. If you're a meat eater, you could add like chorizo and stuff like that. You could throw in a load of chicken, you know, any kind of pulled meat. Or if you're vegan, then you could put some meat alternative, like chop up a load of sausages and stuff. You can also pad it out with like lentils or a few different kinds of beans, and then add like maybe a tablespoon of like your favourite barbecue sauce, a little bit more like rosemary and thyme, and then maybe add a load of like smoked paprika, and that'll make it like a smoky barbecue-y bean chipotle style stew. So there's lots of options with this as a base for you guys to play around with. So once you have like a good couple of tomato bases sorted out, you can make pasta sauces, you can make a bolognese from that, you can turn it into a chili, you could make like a tomatoey curry from that. There's so many options. So getting to grips with cooking things like this that like took me 5 minutes to put together and I've just left on the stove is super easy, especially if you're cooking for multiple people or you're a hard-working mum, because I have many friends who are and they kind of struggle. So yeah, I hope that maybe this will be helpful. I'll show you how yummy it looks when it's finished. I also thought I would just show you what I'm giving Gary today. He normally has a base of greens and then some veggies or some fruit as like a little treat, and then obviously he has to have like insects and stuff as well. Because he's an adult, his diet is like 80% greens and stuff. So I've got some rocket, I've also got some orange pepper, and then I've got some little chunks of like broccoli stem and some of the leaf, and then I also like to give him some chopped up bok choy as well. And that is what he's having today. I'm going to put a little bit of vitamin powder on it today and also dust it with a little bit of calcium. He'll probably ignore this for most of the day, but I'm hoping that the fact that there is a little bit of pepper on there today will entice him to maybe actually think it's a worm and eat some. So there you go. They tend to go through phases of like being good with eating greens and then not, but also sometimes they will think you're not looking and then eat it. So who knows, he's a princess. So here it is, and I have a bit of fresh bread. I just popped I did put a dash more oat cream in the whole thing, and then I just kind of took a teaspoon and a half and like put it on the top and then cracked some fresh black pepper over the top. And then my bread has some vegan butter on it. And then is it Nush something? I can't remember the brand of like cream cheese, garlic chive stuff, which is pretty good. Not the same as Boursin, but you know, what can you do? So I'm gonna settle down and have this. I might have another piece of bread after, depends, like if I have soup left over or I'm still a little bit hungry, because I haven't eaten yet. And I do this awful thing where I get up, I do stuff, I edit, or you know, I don't know what I do, and then I end up never eating breakfast, and then I end up having lunch at like 3 o'clock or something ridiculous, and then I snack throughout the evening and have dinner as well. I'm a disaster. This is breakfast and lunch. I'll probably have a protein shake in between, and then I'll have a proper dinner. I've got some more editing to do. Might watch some TV with mum, and then I might show you some things I got from ASOS, or I could just save that for tomorrow. I've got a new perfume though, and I smell great. What's up guys? So me and the big man have just been hanging out. This is my bearded dragon, Gary, for those of you who have not met him before. He is nearly 3 years old because he was a few months old when I got him. I got him for my 25th birthday. I'll be 28 in May, yeah, so that's about right. He's adorable. For those of you that are new here, we love reptiles. So yeah, this is Big Gaz. He's effectively the channel mascot. I do have another channel where I talk about like reptile care and stuff. I haven't been posting as much on there lately just because I've been kind of like, I don't know, like everyone else, not necessarily doing all the things I should be. I did pop a tiny bit of makeup. I haven't got mascara or anything on, but like concealer, a little bit of blush, some eyebrows, just to make myself feel better. I'm gonna give Gaz a little bit of time to wander around my room, supervised obviously. For now he's happy sitting in my lap apparently. So yeah, we've just had the briefing. It's nearly 7 o'clock now, but I did watch a little bit of the briefing, but it's kind of like same old same old. So with COVID we had over 53,000 cases yesterday, and I think over 400 deaths, and today we've had like about 50,000 cases and over 900 deaths. The schools apparently are opening a week later. There's lots of things going on. I just like, there's been talk of a tier 5 for the last week or so. Obviously it's New Year's Eve tomorrow. I just don't have any words anymore. I know there are a lot of people who are like, oh well, no one expected a pandemic, all of this kind of stuff. The rest of the world also didn't expect a pandemic, and I just think that our government have handled this horrendously. We didn't lock down soon enough. We came out far too early. Everyone pissed about over summer. Then there was kind of like another lockdown, and then the schools were open. People have been trapped in universities. Like, it's just been, the numbers are just getting worse and worse. And of course we've just had like all the Christmas stuff, so we won't really be seeing the full effect of that for probably about another week or so. I'm just at a loss, like, until this vaccine is rolled out, and hopefully everyone, you know, that can take it and wants to will, and so the numbers will be high enough. But it's a disaster. You look at places like Australia. I know there's been a recent outbreak in Sydney. I've got a couple of friends who live there, and you know, we then look at New Zealand. Jacinda just went hard and early, and now they're, I think the last time I looked they had like 10 cases or something, and their lives are basically back to normal. And I just wonder when this is going to end. I'm probably just going to have a chill out. I'm going to have some dinner, run a little bath, probably use one of my Lush bath bombs, and then tomorrow is New Year's Eve, so I will leave that there for today. Let me know how you guys are feeling, like what your area is like, what tier you're in, like how things are going in general. I hope you're all okay, and yeah, I will see you very soon. Okay, lots of love. Bye.